Pin, please. Thank you. Alright. Hello, Koi! But first off, before I say anything else... Oh, just knocked over a screwdriver. Hello there, everyone. My name is Zachatek12, and welcome back to the Grand Big Run. And as you can see, we've already beaten 2 quotas. We are going to break this counter wide open. And, like, as you can see, I got a new high score of 195. I got that with the help of Kingsman. I'm not gonna join Miss Allen as, they're not very good. But something incredibly disappointing happened earlier today. I mean, I'm not sure if I was playing with you or not. I think I might have actually been playing with Kingsman. But I was so close to killing my first triumvirate. Joe was like this close to being dead. And the timer ran out because we couldn't get because I wasn't shooting enough with my blaster. And I couldn't get one last egg throw on Joe. It was so sad. I was so close to finally getting that badge. You know, honestly, respect to the people who have who don't wear the heavy-duty slop suit, because like, props to them. I mean, granted, I've been wearing my Koi slop suit for a while, trying to save up for the iridescent one. I'm close to getting it, though. So what you been up to? Other than playing Salmon Run? Get away. Yes. Steamroll him. Fish stick. Fish stick. Alright then. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense considering this is Big Run. It is the weekend. What else are you gonna do? Well, what I should have been doing is working on school stuff, because it's like... Because instead of working on a lot of my school stuff, what I was doing was working on that Sonic Movie 3 video that I uploaded earlier today. I mean, we're lucky to barely even pass this wave. Oh my god. Well, you're welcome, because, like, you know, I mean, this is baby easy mode, so, like, I guess Nintendo understood to get gold. They had to make it harder, but, like, it wasn't hard. This is only slightly more difficult, like... I mean, High Tide is kind of annoying because a lot of the randos just don't know how to lure. And Fly Fish can really get in your way, and because the map is so small, fish sticks are actually a bit of a problem. And I actually got some of my first night waves earlier today. I got to play on Grillers and Fog. And thing is that I don't even think glowflies can even happen on this map. I mean, is it because it would be too difficult? Because of the fact that, well, there are plenty of places to trap the glowflies, now that I think about it. There are plenty of places. I don't know what the problem with glowflies on this map would be. So, and because, like I said in the community post announcing this stream and on Discord, I'm gonna save my whole announcement for, like, what is gonna happen with my Splatoon content. Well, my goal is to break the counter. I want to see it maxed out. And now that I'm actually looking at the counter, it looks like it, instead of maxing out at 1 billion minus 1, it maxes out at 1 trillion minus 1, which, let's be real, that's not realistic at all. This way! Do you know how to lure? Get over here. Get over here. Can you get over here? I am swinging my Splatana in the air. Oh, damn it. How did that not attach to the wall? Okay, now we actually kind of do need to go over there because Stinger. The problem is that only the egg cannon that is closest to the basket has a 100% accuracy. The other ones don't have 100% accuracy. Screw it, splashdown. Ah, god, no. I mean, it is wave 3. I mean, I guess I probably should be using my splashdown. Hey, revive me so I can do that. Nice. Yeah, I used to hate it a ton when it first came out back in chill season 2022. Wait, is this a triumvirate? No, it's not a triumvirate. I thought it was a also, you know, speaking of triumvirate, I mean, well, the Grisco Splatana is a pretty good lesser clear because of how wide its hitbox is and how much damage it does, especially to Cohawks. Although, the problem is that it's literally a melee weapon. It has 0 range, other than the actual contact hitbox itself. And funny enough, having a long Splatana dash was actually something the Grisco Splatana did first before the Decavitator. Oh yeah, Kingsman. Is Kingsman available? No, Kingsman is on the clock. Like, look at this. It two-shots Cohawks. This is meant to represent a Cohawk. Okay, I don't know why that... Okay, it's supposed to go more like that. See, this, you see these? This is actually the amount of health all of these bosses have, which is 500. Although, I mean, normally you're not normally able to do this with a steelhead. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that to kill a steelhead, and it can, since its charge slash can pierce. It can pierce. Yeah, it does. It does like Oh, present. Oh, you're online. Well, the pool code's in the description. Oh, Miss Allen. No, I don't want to join Miss Allen. You're not very good, and you're not. No. Okay, I'm now. I kept pressing A to go back. Because I was playing some games on PC using my Switch Pro controller a little bit ago. And because on Xbox, because the Xbox letters on the buttons are swapped compared to Nintendo, because, you know, Nintendo, yeah, because Nintendo created the, like, rotated square form of buttons first on the SNES. Sony decided to put symbols on that, whereas Microsoft just took those same letters and flipped them, putting A and X on the bottom and Y and B on the top. I mean, funny enough, Sega actually did the same thing on the Dreamcast. Which kind of makes sense why Microsoft made the button layout that way, because, you know... Microsoft actually did help Sega work on the Dreamcast. Which, I mean, it feels like if... Ooh. Hello, Koi. Which is what I'm saying, is that, like, if I feel like if Microsoft drops out of the console race, which they definitely should, hell, I'm starting to feel like Sony should do that, too. Although Sony's, like, not necessarily unfixable. I mean, look at Astrobot. Like, please, PlayStation is more than just Last of Us ripoffs. And Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank. PlayStation has always, like, for the PS1, 2, and 3, there was an absurd variety of what Sony would publish, especially outside of Japan. Because, like, Sony even published Final Fantasy VII outside of Japan. Even though they pretty much didn't really own any of the characters they had, which is, I guess, probably why they couldn't revisit the series, which is why Actiblizzard owns Crash and Spyro. I mean, I guess they kind of learned that lesson with the PS2 and 3, but, like, once The Last of Us came out, like, PlayStation exclusives got really homogenized. Get away. Get away. I have to go this way. I have to. There we go. Oh, this is not going very well. This is a terrible wave one. Like, in my opinion, if you want to make your exclusives work, they gotta feel like your exclusives. You can't just, like not only do they have to literally be your exclusives, I'm looking at basically almost all modern exclusives that aren't Nintendo. They're timed exclusives, so, like, what's the point of them being exclusive in the first place? Like, if it's a timed exclusive, no one's gonna buy the console for that, or, like, no, not only is no one gonna buy the console for that, like, it has to, like, another problem with the for example, if it's a timed exclusive, people are just gonna wait for it. No one's gonna buy the console to play it. PC is one thing, but, like, PC is one thing, but, like, because in my opinion, PC is different enough to not really ruin a console, in my opinion. Although, good PC ports, looking at you, Sony. Let's hope if Nintendo's ever forced to make PC ports, especially for their older games, that they actually run well and don't have, like, 15 frames of input lag. I'm looking at you, Wii U N64 Virtual Console. Oh my god, I'm actually, like, not really thinking much or paying attention. Like, I was honestly really excited about Hi-Fi Rush on the Xbox, because it was the first time in a long time that, that a new IP from Microsoft was actually, like, an actually good game exclusive that screamed Xbox. Like, in my opinion, Hi-Fi Rush is synonymous with Xbox. And now that Microsoft shut down Tango Gameworks because they're fucking morons, and now that they got bought by PUBG, yeah, like, the publisher of PUBG bought Tango Gameworks. That includes the Hi-Fi Rush IP. So, guess what? Microsoft doesn't have a unique IP anymore. But then again, in my opinion, Hi-Fi Rush will always feel like an Xbox game to me, an Xbox series. Even if the series does now release on PlayStation and Nintendo. Also, I don't know why I wasn't paying attention, because like you are supposed to lure them over there, because like, because remember, only the egg cannon that is closest to only the egg cannon that's closest to the basket is actually gonna be have 100% accuracy. The other ones have just the accuracy of normal big shot cannons. Yes, thank you for your wave breaker. Oh my god. You know, Koi, this is going horribly. Like, we're not, I don't even think, yeah. I don't think I can play with you, Koi, because, like, I wanna get to, I mean, I don't know if you can handle it at this hazard level, because, oh my god. Fine, you know what, I'm not just gonna, you know what? Thing is, people want to play with me. People want to play with me. I can't just shut them out because they don't want because they aren't very good. That's not very nice of me. Little Inker, you suck. It's clearly not you, Koi. I guess it's Little Inker being bad at video games. I'm sorry. I noticed in your Switch name that you're going for Team Presence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we have to be on different teams, because last stream I actually did straight up, I mean, because, yeah, but like, oh my god. I was gonna make an inappropriate joke, but like, not only is it very forced, it's just kind of gross. So I'm not gonna do that. Briscoe roller, vroom, 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 vroom. All right, we got a night wave coming up. What's it gonna be? Please be fog. Please be fog or mothership. It's fog. Because remember, things that do pierce this way. Okay, so we gotta make sure we know. We gotta make sure we lure everything. All right, so we got a drizzler over here. First thing to do, kill the drizzler. All right, lure the, okay, the gold, okay, the Goldie's right next to a thing. Oh, it's a one-egg Goldie anyway. Finally got rid of that steelhead. There we go. This is going much better. Alright, 56 eggs. Not as good. I mean, because I got like 70 eggs. 70 plus eggs when I was playing with Kingsman. I'm also a little bit out of it for some reason. Like, my brain's not, like, it's not right. I don't know. Okay, oh no, someone's dead. Oh, that's not good. Alright, there's another one over here. Okay, no one has any piercing weapons. I'm going right. Damn it, I missed! Gotta aim a bit higher. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, that's it. I'm going Kraken. No, 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 no. There we go. No, screw it. Ah, stinger. Okay, could someone take care of the stinger? I hope to get you a new high score, Koi. There's a Goldie. I'm going Kraken. Oh, it was a 1-egg Goldie. Oh, great. Could have gotten 1 extra egg at the very least. Is Little Inker still here? I mean, it's going better than before, but like... Okay, mid-tide again. Let's ink this up a bit. Where are they coming from? Alright, so, okay, I can't, okay, you deal with the fish stick. Okay, so there's slamming lids coming from over there. As well as big shots. I'm getting all of these eggs from over here. Using the normal big shot, I mean not the normal big shot cannon, the Grisco one. Let's get it, let's hope you get a new high score, Koi. Oh no, 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 jump, oh no. Ah. Okay. I'm still very out of it, Oh, by the way, when I was trying to say something about the triumvirate, I interrupted myself. After my stream concluded, I went and watched, another streamer, LED Games. Well, what? Like, apparently she likes to call the triumvirate the trumpet. And apparently the reason why she started doing that is because a lot of people were arguing how to pronounce triumvirate. And then she's like, no, it's the trumpet. It's like Boris or Joe. Oh, yeah, I was just about to try to throw in an extra egg. Yeah, I was just about to try to throw in an extra egg. Why? I got the dualies. Let's try to paint this as much as possible. So where is everyone coming from? Okay, so the fish stick. Okay, so it's the best that the blasters take care of the fish stick. I'll see if I can do something over here with my explosives. No. No, I can't because I was too busy trying to get rid of lessers. No, let me see if this works. I was able to get one basket. Okay, good. Okay, actually, I don't even think I need to do that with my rolls, considering we have a Splatana. Ooh, let me get. Ah, my ink wasn't full, so I couldn't throw the egg I had. I'm sorry. Although that was a much better wave one. We got like over 60. Oh no, we all got sloshers except for a Splatana. Okay, so where'd they coming from? We should really try to lure more. Well, okay, I don't think we can lure this. This is going pretty bad compared to wave one. We're basically getting no eggs. Okay, yes, wave breaker. Oh shoot! Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Booyah, booyah bomb. Oh, that was 100% my fault. That was all my fault. That was 100% my fault. It was my fault because I was just standing there thinking I could just win and like survive the fly fish missiles. So I don't know when LED is gonna be starting her stream, but like she did say that she was gonna like She did say that she was gonna stream all 3 days. Both that and the Grand Fest. Okay, where are they coming from? Okay, this way. We got a lure. We got a lure. Remember, we got a lure. There's a fly fish. You know, I think it's easier just to do this. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay wasting a tri-strike on that. Why can't we just lure things over here? Why do you all jump at the opportunity to go that far away? Because remember, only this big shot cannon that I'm right here, it has 100% accuracy on high tide. Because on any other tide, it has the accuracy of a normal big shot cannon. No. Yes, please. Oh my god. I am like really tired. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so oh, okay, I see you, Koi. Do you not know how to lure, Koi? Because remember, Koi, I keep telling you this. Only the big shot cannons that are closest to the basket are the ones that have 100% accuracy. All the other ones have the same accuracy as a normal big shot cannon. Which is why mid-tide is pretty good on this map, because you get 2 cannons with 100% accuracy instead of just 1, like on high tide or mid tide. I mean high tide or low tide, excuse me. Okay, are we getting a trumpet? Are we getting a trumpet? Yes, we're getting a trumpet. Let's go, let's go. Let's actually kill our first trumpet. Let's finally kill my first trumpet. Remember, lead Joe into Boris's bombs. Don't try to focus on Kohazuna. Like, Boris's bombs also deal damage when they're exploded by Joe. So where is Boris coming from? So lead, okay. Oh, that. Okay, come on. Blow. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna lead him into Boris's bombs. Okay, that's a lot more damage. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No, we're not killing this trumpet. Yeah, we weren't killing. I think I know what we did wrong. 2 out of the, like, there was a point where significant, like, 2 of the people were dead, and that was a problem. Also, I am, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just out of it today. I'm just out of it, like, just, ooh. By the way, I actually remembered to hit record this time. That's good. What's the number at now? Wow, it is increasing a lot more slowly now. I think now that everyone saw that we got the quota, like, no one's thinking that, like, hey, if you keep, like, breaking 100 million barriers, you get more scales. Hopefully the Japanese remember that when it comes nighttime. And, like, completely obliterate this counter. I want to break this counter. I want to break it. Like, but the thing is, I don't think we can, because we got to get, like, 1 trillion eggs. Which, that's not happening. So remember, on low tide, only this cannon that I'm right next to has 100% accuracy. Also, remember to lure. This way, lure. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, you can't lure the slime and let any further. Hey, there's like a 10 billion fly fish. Could someone activate? Oh, never mind. Someone got the inkjet. Oh my god. Hey, could someone activate their special, please? Okay. I don't know where that, oh my god. I hope to get you a new high score, Koi. I really do, but like, with the way things are going, I don't know. On. There we go. That was good. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is getting annoying. Okay, I think it's time we fire Little Inker or someone. I'm like it's not even been an hour and I'm already like exhausted. I think it's because we keep just saying yes. They keep saying yes. Although I don't know how after we tried to like kick them out, like we were actually carrying them. I mean, actually maybe they're doing better at boss killing than we were. Probably. I don't know. Maybe let's actually look at it. Let's look at it. You were actually, yeah, no, both you and me were the best boss killers as well because we got the most power eggs. I really just want to finally kill one trumpet. I want a doot. I also want to break 200, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that with you, Koi. I think I'm mostly going to be doing that with Kingsman. Because they were the ones who actually got me 195. Oh my god. I explained, like, how, like, who I got Trumpet from earlier in the stream, right? Like, it's the same. Little Inker, can you stop? Or also, remember this way. Remember this way. We got a lure. Oh, it's Mothership. If anyone has, like, crab or, like, anything, use your sloshers on the Mothership. Like, aim directly for the top center of the Mothership. That's what you need to do. Aim directly for the top center of the Mothership. Because, like, luring isn't really an option on Mothership. Because it's Mothership. Alright, anyone who has, like... Alright, Koi, shoot the Mothership directly. Just shoot it. Like, aim for the center. If you have a crab tank... Let's hope we can get tons. If anyone also has, like, any piercing specials, you could also use those, especially crab. But if you're using crab, you gotta aim directly at the top of the Mothership to kill all the Chinooks that fly out. Oh, did you just die when trying... Little Inker, you just wasted a tri-strike! Alright, there we go. There's tons of eggs. $63 eggs. Okay. I've seen people get like 80 or 90 or like 100 on Mothership, and I don't know how. I don't know what kind of team synergy you need, although it's high tide. Remember this way, Koi. Remember this way. We got a lure. No, we gotta go over this way. No, this way. This way. We got a lure. This way. Oh my god, do people in Splatoon not know how to listen to directions of their teammates? Or are they doing like what people do in multiplayer where this way is actually a death sentence? Because what it actually means is I'm going to feed. Alright, ooh. 10 Goldie. Screw it, I'm throwing this down. Really, Steel Eel? I was trying to get up there so I could have a safe place to put my wave breaker. Wave breaker. You know, if you ever get, like, tired of playing with me, like, cause, like, I don't, oh, god damn it. So many. Oh my god. Okay, where are they coming from? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. This is not good. This is not good at all. You will not get that reference, Koi. You are way too young to get that reference. Don't call me Nezzy. Don't call me Nessie. Again, you will not get that reference. I genuinely think you're way too young to get that reference. Oh, shit. Booyah bomb! Alright. Still no trumpet. You know, is Little Inker somehow, like, in our group? I think this might be a new high score for you, Koi, but, like, How what? Also, I'm curious if you actually do get the reference I was giving you, because I think this is the first time I ever even thought about that show in like that in so many years, since like primary school. I'm not gonna reveal like well, it wasn't a high score for me because my high score was 195. But then again, you said that your high score was 158. We got 159. So no, it's not South Park. Not South Park. It's not that. It's not M-rated. I'll give you a hint. It was a PBS Kids show. Because like my bread and butter during primary school was PBS Kids, combined with like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Like, I basically just watched whatever cartoons were on. One show I am really gonna want to mention is Fetch with Ruff Ruff Man, where basically this talking dog has like a IRL game show with like animated sections in between, and it's based around like learning science stuff. Like I remember them going through like an episode where they went through like CO2 levels, you know, the electromagnetic spectrum, things like that. They were on like different teams and such. I'm trying to get rid of this. I got rid of the fly fish. $57 eggs. I feel like I may have wasted a wave breaker, but I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's definitive that we now know that glowflies does not happen on this map. A little ink. I don't know. Hey, little ink, are you in the chat? If you can hear me, say funky monkey business in chat. I don't know why we're not luring. No one said any funky monkey business. You know, since I already started talking about, like, PBS Kids shows, like a second ago, I think I might want to talk about more, because, like, they were my bread, like, along with, like, Cartoon Network and stuff, were my bread and butter in, like, primary school. Because, I mean, the shows were mainly for primary school kids. Like, even though we had cable and we had, like, real TV networks, I still watched the PBS Kids shows, because while they were on the cable as well, they were still pretty good. Especially Cyber Chase, which is the reference I was making, where, like, don't call me Nezzy, because there's a character in the show named Inez, and she doesn't like being called Nezzy. It's like, don't call me Needy for Needle from Battle for Dream Island. Except he doesn't slap you. If you get her name wrong. She just says, don't call me... Yeah. I was wondering if you were too young to remember. I mean, granted, that show was... I'm not sure if the show is still running, but it's been running... Last time I checked, it was running since 2002. A year before I was even born. I don't know. I mean, granted, your show is obviously going to be good if you have Christopher Lloyd as your villain. Honestly, I think that show is better at sci-fi than Star Wars and Star Trek combined. Which is embarrassing considering it's a PBS Kids show. I mean, granted, it's embarrassing that a lot of PBS Kids shows were as good as they were. Awesome! Some other good shows I remember. This was like one of the newest shows that was out at the time I started watching it. Like in like primary school was like Martha Speaks. The whole talking dog episode eats alphabet soup. Then What Happened Was Bizarre. You know that show? Should we press stop on what? Should we stop playing with these people? Or what? Yeah, we keep doing that, and they keep coming back. Like there's some video game boss with 8 trillion health bars. Ah, shit. Okay, let's wait 20 seconds. Let's wait like 20 seconds. In the meantime, let's talk about more of some of my favorite PBS Kids shows, because like... Because, like, I remember, like, I noticed, like, some of, like, the older episodes, like, from the reruns had a, much rougher animation of Cyber Chase. I'm talking about Cyber Chase now. And the newer ones that were airing around the time I started watching it, had a more puppet style, 60, like, pretty much 60 FPS animation. Probably because it was quicker to do that. Another interesting one I remember watching a lot was, not the show, but, like, I remember, like, one of my most interesting episodes was the one where Hacker won. And, and he won in, like, the dumbest way possible. Like, he made a fake encryptor chip. And the encryptor chip is another whole other can of worms. That's, like, the show's main MacGuffin. Like, because... the whole show, like, the premise of the show and sparking conflict is that, like... Yeah, I noticed. is that like motherboard is infected, or mommy board, I guess I should say, you know, is infected with a virus that like doesn't really seem to affect her anymore. Because like in the earlier episodes, it was kind of like the main thing that drove it, but like. But the thing is like, there are tons of things that kept happening to Motherboard throughout the series, and like, I mean, I guess the whole thing about the virus was that it was defective. I don't remember, because like, it's been several years since I watched the show, and there were like so many different things and such happening. Another one I remember was like the two variations of the Krat Brothers shows. There were two Krat Brothers shows I grew up watching. One that was much older and one that was much newer. Because the newer one came out midway through primary school, whereas I watched the first one much earlier in primary school, like in about like a kindergarten, first grade, you know. Zaboomafoo was the first one. It was like, cause the Krat Brothers, you know, Chris and Martin, you know, I don't know if you know who they are, but like the basically kind of a big deal. The whole gimmick of Zaboomafoo is basically they have like this kind of like nature documentary kind of thing for kids, but like they have like subplots in between things with like Zaboomafoo, who is the talking lemur, who actually is like a puppet, and sometimes is a real lemur, sometimes is a puppet, depends on whether or not he's talking. Two episodes I distinctly remember were like the one where Wild Crates. That's not how you spell their last name, but like Wild Kratts was the one that came out like in like 2nd or 3rd grade for me. Back then I thought like Wild Kratts was an upgrade over Zaboomafoo, but in my opinion, I think as an adult I more fondly remember Zaboomafoo. It was much more down to earth and a lot less like Zoomer-esque, I guess. Because honestly, like even the live action intro of Kratts episodes, where like just the real life Chris and Martin just interact with some like cute animal or something, or intermediate where they like have like creature quizzes, like one where they try to guess where they're blindfolded and what like creature they're standing next to, like it's like an owl or like a kangaroo or something. And ever since I became an adult, I always question like, how the hell do the creature power suits work? Like, and here's like my best guess. Here's my best guess on how they work. They basically, Aviva basically invented the ability to turn matter into energy and vice versa. That's how she's able to do it. And because her whole thing is that she's like basically an engineer who's a big fan of biology/zoology, she basically incorporates animal motifs into pretty much everything she designs. Like her ship is shaped like a turtle. She created a cheetah bike, you know, the creature power suits alone. Guinea fowl flapper, you know, all that stuff. I find it funny how their main, like, tech guy is basically a gamer. Well, not really their main tech guy, because Koki pretty much basically did everything. Jimmy basically just, yeah, and the Firefly hover bikes. I forgot about the Buzz bikes. Honestly, I kind of, like, as a kid, I didn't really think about it, but, like, why does Jimmy have why is Jimmy's main controller an Atari 2600 controller? And like, and also back to the creature power suits, because there seems to be no consistent rules on how they work. Sometimes they're quadrupedal, sometimes they're bipeds, sometimes they change size, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they gain the exact body plan. Sometimes they include sexual dimorphism, sometimes they don't. Like what are the rules? Sometimes it's just animals, but like there was the whole episode where Martin got stuck as a tree. so like, here's how the creature power suits work. They basically, some of them, like the bigger ones, are closer to being vehicles than suits, and other ones, they kind of like are suits, especially like normally shaped tetrapods and sometimes arthropods. Like, for example, one I always wondered how the hell it worked was the giraffe, because like, how? Just how did the giraffe work? Alright, time to kill a trumpet. Horus Boris powers, go! Horus Boris powers. Also, I love how one of the main villains is just, how the main villains are just evil Gordon Ramsay, Elon Musk, and I don't know, how to categorize Danita Donata. Like, but I just still find it funny how, like, one of the main villains is just straight up Elon Musk. I'm serious. Zach is just straight up Elon Musk. You know, it was kind of surreal hearing, like, someone in a cartoon with my name, even though he spelled it with a K. Like most people. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I was too distracted on talking about stuff. Oh, what the hell, Joe? So, like, I was thinking, like, because, like, for example, in the episode where they get sperm whale and giant squid powers, for example, like, you know, use that example. Like, because they look more like vehicles than suits. And there was even one episode where they got shark powers, where there's like a shot with Chris as he's trying to leap up out of the water to free the actual shark. And like, oh no. And you can see that it's basically like, you can see that it is kind of like a vehicle more than a suit. Another interesting one is that one thing that makes me think is, like, the cheetah, for example. Because, like, the cheetah, when they have cheetah, yeah, why call him Joe? Because, that was due to a mistranslation, when, Megalodontia was first announced on things, but, like, because it was mistranslated as Joe, even though I think it's supposed to be Jaw. Like, as I was saying, like, because isn't the main part of the reason why cheetahs are able to go as fast as they are is because they're quadrupeds? Because, I mean, I remember the show getting more and more, I guess, zoomery as the episodes went on. I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, I don't want to dwell on this show for too long, but like, I was originally going to continue talking about in my preparation, the better Crap Brothers show, Zubumafu, as I was talking about earlier. And like, 2 episodes I distinctly remember is where Zubumafu became invisible and they had to spend the entire episode trying to fix that. And in the end, it ended up with the Crap Brothers becoming invisible themselves. And then there was one, like, I remember where there was, like, I think about, like, running animals, and they basically, every time they tried to run with an animal, their shoes got completely obliterated. That's one I distinctly remember. So some other PBS Kids shows that I was, because, like, we're on, like, a little bit of a PBS Kids tangent for some reason, because, like, I just distinctly, like, just made an offhand reference to, Cyber Chase, and yeah, some other, like, I'm honestly not sure. I think that was all the main ones. I mean, some of the other ones that I could have watched that are distinctly remembered fondly by a lot of people stopped running, even reruns, after by the time I started watching it, but like, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. You know, since this is actually getting kind of difficult for us... Alright then, I think we're about to lose this round anyway. I'm trying to think what other, like, PBS Kids shows I watched. Because that doesn't feel like an exhaustive list. Because funny enough, a strange thing about my PBS Kids show, because, like, pretty much every state has their own public broadcasting service channel. Although some states... Oh, yeah, Arthur! Yeah, I remember Arthur. It had a similar art style change to Cyber Chase, where... it went from, like, newer episodes had a more, like, high frame rate puppet style animation. And, I don't know how I could forget Arthur, considering its finale just happened, where everyone was all grown up and everything, and the gay rat wedding controversy! Because, I mean, if any character was gonna be, like, queer in that show, it was obviously gonna be Mr. Ratburn. I mean, granted, they did have an entire episode about, like, stealing, divorce, cancer. Like, I remember, like, around the time I started watching the show, around the new shows, they introduced LaDonna, the Louisiana character, and her family. I mean, granted, she's pretty much all I've ever had to interact with anything regarding Louisiana. Although I should probably go to Louisiana at some point. It seems like a really cool state. Or, as Louisianans would say, Louisiana. Like, it's, like, Louisianans have, like, a very specific type of Southern accent. I was about to say... Oh, Kingsman's back online. No. I've said my state multiple times. I live in Georgia. Like, I talked about, I've said that I live in Georgia like, several times in previous streams and such. I've even, unfortunately, accidentally hinted at my city. Like, when I talked, like, remember back in the Chocolate Splatfest when I was talking about, like, the 2014 ice storm that my city had? That basically extended my winter break for my, like, for my 4th grade year. It was my first time I ever had to majorly deal with power outage, and it was the first time we ever ended up using our fireplace in our house, because... Well, or at least in our other house. Lucky. I mean, come on, this was primary school. Like, not much was going on. Yeah, but by the time I was in high school, climate change made that pretty much impossible. My dog is barking like a motherfucker. I mean, honestly... If it wasn't so hot, I think it would be kind of cool to move to Louisiana. Because, you know, Cajun food is really good. You know, like, I don't want a gumbo recipe from the New York Times or, like, Five Guys or whatever. I want a gumbo recipe from an old woman named Mama Thibodeau Landry, who can bare-knuckle box an alligator while reciting the Holy Rosary in Cajun French. Okay, I don't want a New Yorker gumbo. I want a real gumbo. I want it to melt my brain. What's it at now? It's really not increasing much anymore. I really do hope we get at least 1 billion. Well, now that Koi's going to get something to eat, maybe it's about time that I go do this. Get some ability chunks. I am so close to getting another slop suit. My goal score is 200 plus, by the way. So I'm basically kind of just waiting for Kingsman to be available, because they were the one who helped me get this 195 score. I mean, maybe I could talk about some of my other childhood shows. So is Kingsman still on the clock? They're at 8:20. I'm pretty sure, like, oh yeah, they're at 8:40. You know, Kingsman is someone who I've played a ton with in Splatoon. I wonder if I'll ever actually be able to find out who they are and get, like, contact information on YouTube or on, like, Discord or something. And actually talk to them for the first time. Maybe, huh? I mean, technically I could, like, use, the Switch Online app to voice chat if I wanted. Because that's actually how I met one of my other friends who is originally called CS:GO Dogs, which, funny enough, reveals what state they're in, what state he's in. Yeah, I was able to talk to him, so I know his pronouns. Like, I heard his voice. He's like a middle-aged, like, maybe like a man in his, like, 30s or 40s who has a family or something. I really need to, like, fix my hair a little bit, because, like, my headphones... Sorry, I'm moving my mic a bit, because, like, it's blowing in the fan. It's blowing in the fan. You know, I want to leave and come back and watch the number go up, because I think it's really... Ooh. That one Fortnite team with a mic. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Now that you're back, Koi, and since Kingsman isn't really coming back, look, I love this animation. It only happens when you, like, leave and come back via, via the like the menu or walking out the door. Nice, Nomuro got 165. I really do hope we break 1 billion. I mean, really? It hasn't even been 24 hours yet. Yeah, I'm saying I hope we at least break 1 billion, but then again, there is still one more session for the Japanese to go ham. Because Japan has a huge overfishing community. And after this stream, I have more important things to do. And if I look at my, like, YouTube notifications... LED Games is actually, like, streaming it a little bit, which I think is good. Maybe, I mean, if she is going to be streaming tomorrow, or earlier tomorrow, I mean, granted, I don't know if we should I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how ethical it is to raid a streamer who you're not, like, close friends with. She's like a streamer I watch on YouTube. Sometimes she sometimes makes normal videos, but she's mostly a streamer. I don't want that to be my thing, but speaking of like streams, I briefly touched up on this last time, but at some point I actually do kind of want to get into a rhythm of weekly streams where most of them won't get stream highlight videos. And this is where it kind of ties into future of my Splatoon content, because to make it clear, the reason why I wanted to leave the Splatoon community wasn't because major figures did something bad. For Jackpot, it was because a lot of people were being enabling or just complacent in the racism. And for Squid School and 6, it was because a lot of people were being outright dismissive of 6. That's why the main hashtag in the title of my video on the situation was Believe All Women. Also, can we please go over here? Because remember, I keep telling you, but only on High Tide, only this cannon has 100% accuracy. Only because only the Grisco cannons that are closest to the basket have 100% accuracy. Actually, are these randoms? Like, I don't even remember if I joined you. Oh, shoot. Okay, what did you eat? Because, like, it's been a while since, like, I've had some of, like, one of my, like, top tier foods, which is, like pasta. Because, like, I'm gonna say this. The Italians are up there with Cajun food for, like, the best European food. The Italians really are up there for, like, good European food. I mean, granted, Germany did invent the burger, so... Oh, you had chili. Yum. I remember when Wendy's had chili, like a couple desks. Oh yeah, pasta. Like, funny enough, since like my favorite food, like I mentioned this last time, but like I was originally gonna go for Team Pasta during the Carb Fest because I can't live without my sketty. I need my sketty. I'm like Mario. I hope she made lots of spaghetti. I need my pasta power. Holy cannoli, kids, I'm Mario. And if you're not watching the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, you're gonna turn into a Goomba. Oh wait, I forgot to send the invite. Oops. I hope I can help you break 160. Unfortunately, I did not watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, so I'm unfortunately a Goomba.
If you're not watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, you're gonna turn into a Goomba.
Yeah, I went with rice because I knew Japan and white ink were gonna win. But now that I think about it, now that they've, like, this is the third time they've announced, I mentioned this last time, but this is like the third time they've announced that they're gonna be giving us an alternative way of getting sea snails after Splatfest ends. They did this in Splatoon 1, they did this in Splatoon 2, they're doing it in Splatoon 3, so now that I think about it, why even take Splatfest seriously if who wins, it only really matters in the short term? It's still embarrassing how long it took for them to finally get Splatfest right. Also, yeah, LED, in her stream we were talking about, like, I mean, you could, I don't know if she archives her streams like I do, but I archive my streams. But we were talking about, like, okay, that's fine. I was saying how, us in the chat were talking about, like, a SpongeBob versus Squidward versus Patrick. And it was like, and she was like, justice for Sandy. I want to wait till Splatoon 4 so we can have Sandy. And then someone was like, Team Plankton for the win. And then it was like, nah, Mr. Krabs did it. And Mr. Krabs is the GOAT.
Sponge Boy me Bob, I seem to have been placed into Detroit Become Human, where I have to work with this plastic prick.
Yes, I find it funny how Hank in Detroit Become Human is literally just Mr. Krabs. Like, it's not just Clancy Brown, it's just because Clancy Brown normally has a pretty big range. But it's straight up Mr. Krabs. Except he says number 11. This is my second time doing a Sailor Mouth reference. Because, like, that's what, Sailor Mouth is, like, one of my favorite SpongeBob episodes. Because, like, okay, hold on. Where did you learn? What did you think I said? What did you think I said about Squidward?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Ahoy there, Mr. Squidward! Swab the poop deck!
You know, come to think of it, I remember, like, how my love for SpongeBob... If I was up against someone, wait, autocorrect... Oh, shoot. Autocorrect's a bitch, I know. It's been a bitch ever since it was invented. Also, I love how there's also like a scene of like where both SpongeBob and Plankton's voice actors, Tom Kenny and Mr. Lawrence, cursed in character. You know, it's where like SpongeBob is like,
if it wasn't for the Christmas shit, I wouldn't fucking work. This is the only time of the year that I fucking work. You know, I'm glad to have it, knock on wood, but motherfucker.
And and like I love the one where Plankton's like, come eat at the chum bucket. Every fucking day. Well, we'll stuff your face full of shit. Plankton said number 11. He said number 11. You see, funny, because like oh my god. Oh my god, my eye. I don't know what's wrong with my eye, but like, it's a problem because I wear glasses, so to scratch my eye, I have to like pull my glasses up. And I can't just take off my glasses because I'm nearsighted, so due to the way I'm sitting in the chair, the game's gonna go blurry. I mean, like, I love how there's there is like a scene from like another movie where Patrick's voice actor just straight up sounds like Patrick, and he is cursing, and it's hilarious because like Patrick isn't the one who would curse. I mean, he would, but he'd call it a sentence enhancer. You shouldn't be on YouTube then. Remember, Copa, you shouldn't be on YouTube if you're 2 years old. Okay, I wasn't sure whether you were joking or not, because like I have a very hard time figuring out people's jokes. All right, okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You're a bit of a jokester, you know. Why so serious? You know, we live in a society, you know. I don't get why they call it a goofy movie. It's just a movie to me. Goofy movie. You know, since you came back, I was thinking, like, how about I also talk about some of my other childhood shows, you know, since I was, you know, just talking about SpongeBob. Let's talk about some of my other shows that I watched as a kid. Like, I didn't watch many other shows on Nickelodeon, because at the time, they were gradually shifting towards live action. Same thing with Disney Channel, and the biggest offender of this trend was Cartoon Network, you know, the destroy, build, destroy era, you know. You know, that dark age of Cartoon Network where, like, it was the perfect yin-yang, you know. Like, where we had some of, like, in my opinion, the best Cartoon Network shows as well as some of the worst ones. But since I was already talking about SpongeBob, I'm gonna continue to finish talking about SpongeBob a little bit more, and then I'm gonna talk about, like, some other Nickelodeon shows I watched. I think I only watched, like, one other, maybe two other, like one or two other Nickelodeon shows compared to, like, Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. Because, for example, I feel like the reason why I fell in love with SpongeBob was because of the reruns of the first 3 seasons, not the new shit they were putting out. I probably couldn't tell as a kid, but as an adult, yeah, there were a lot of really bad episodes in post-Season 3. I mean, Season 3 also had some pretty bad episodes as well, but, like, yeah, I mean, just look at I'm With Stupid. There's a lot of, like, they're written in such a frustratingly way. Like, not only are the characters flanderized, but, like, also modern SpongeBob also reused a lot of, like, just reused things. Is reuse. Oh, I should have probably taken allergy medicine because my nose is acting up now as well as my eye. Because the 2 other Nickelodeon shows I watched were Fairly Odd Parents first. I'm going to talk about that. Again, it was almost certainly similar to how, except instead of being ruined by Paramount and Viacom and Nickelodeon as a whole, it was ruined by the original creator of the show, Butch Hartman. Because he just kept wanting to drag it out. Like, again, like, No, it's Fairly Odd Parents. Like, the show really went downhill ever since Poof, because, like, Poof kind of pretty much ruined the original concept of the show. I'm glad that New Wish is pretty decent, from what I've heard. Except people are just being flat out fucking racist about the main character being a black girl. Just flat out racism. That's fun. My other main Nickelodeon show was a relatively new one at the time. Tough Puppy, you know. I mean, it's basically like the best way to describe it. It's like Kung Fu Panda, but a secret agent, but combined with like the OWCA from Phineas and Ferb, and I'll get to that in a little bit. That's the best way to describe the show. I don't remember like many iconic episodes from the show. I don't really remember much from that show other than the fact I watched it. I mean, I don't know if that's on the show or if that's on me. I'm just gonna say it's on the show and say it was unmemorable and bad. The show sucked. And that's pretty much all I ever watched on Nickelodeon. Because, like, by the time I was in secondary school or middle school, whatever I want to call it today, I mostly watched YouTube. I mean, it's not like I did it as... oh, no, I'm getting egg lag. I'm getting egg lag. Oh, no. Finally. Oh, someone disconnected. Oh, shit. Someone disconnected. Yep, someone disconnected. Oh. Nice. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I've been invited to play. Oh, Kingsman's not online anymore. Also, hold on, let me see if I can... okay, I just noticed. I'm not using Ethernet. I don't know what's going on. I gotta see if I can fix that. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna make sure that the thing is in the thing. It's in the thing. I wanna see... let me see what other fail points. I think maybe this, because I have an extension cord. Let me see if I can try to connect to Ethernet again. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I want to use Ethernet. Internet settings. I want to use Ethernet, please. After that disconnect, I absolutely need to use Ethernet. Don't look at my Wi-Fi. That's all gonna be censored in. Oh shoot, where is the oh shoot, where is the I probably just gave away several possible street addresses for me. Oh, shit. I'm gonna unplug the Ethernet and plug it back in. I'm gonna unplug the Ethernet and I'm gonna plug it back in. Yeah, don't pause the video. That's all gonna get censored in the stream highlight video, obviously, or just this entire section's gonna get cut out. Well, maybe it's on the maybe it's at other fail points. Get the panel back on my Switch OLED. Thank you. Why couldn't it just have like a hinge? So you're good. Okay, good. Like, okay, so I'm gonna censor. Okay, so let me see it on the back of the router. Oh my god. Okay. Let me unplug it at this point right here. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the Ethernet. I don't know what's going on. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go check the Ethernet, connection in, like, the closet behind my desk right now, because it's running through the wall to get up to the router. I'm gonna go do that. Let me unplug it back here. I'm not sure which one's connected to... Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that, you know? Sorry, I don't know if you could hear me, but I was saying I'm not going to try to unplug the thing on the back of the router because I could accidentally unplug the one that my computer uses, and thus that would disconnect the stream. I don't want to do that. I don't know what's wrong with the Ethernet. Although I did go in there and... some people came in and did some spray foam on that little closet attic thing behind my desk, as well as the main attic and another one behind me. And the cables are now covered in spray foam. Maybe that could be a problem. I don't know. Yeah, I think that could be a problem. Maybe that could be a problem. I don't know. Oh, so weird question. How tall am I? Okay, I just noticed that. I am 163 centimeters. And I'm almost 21 years old. I don't really care about my height. I don't care about being short anymore. You know, I'm shorter than Moist Critical. Moist Critical Charlie White Penguin 0. I'm 2 inches shorter than him. Yes. Hold on, mate. Minocto is joinable. Hold on. And why does Minocto have a password? Oh, Oreo's trying to play. Oh yeah, Oreo got in. I mean, I don't know if you know who Oreo is. Oreo is just some random person I was getting recommendations on the YouTube community tab for. Like, you know, they had their friend code up, so I, you know, might as well put it in. Or she had her friend code up. I think she's a she. I don't know what's going on with my Ethernet and why it's not working. But I'm gonna see if I can get this to work after stream. I have a lot to do after stream. And although, can I continue talking about... I'm gonna continue talking about, like, my childhood shows. So, moving on from Nickelodeon, let's head over to Disney Channel. You know the bread and butter of Disney Channel when I grew up. It was Phineas and Ferb. It was all Phineas and Ferb. It was all Phineas and Ferb all the way. I watched that show pretty much since it came out. It was like one of the first cartoons I ever started watching. Back when I was like in kindergarten in like 2008 or 2009. And now that they're making more episodes made by the original creators of the show, Dan Povenmire, who is also the voice of Doofenshmirtz, and Swampy. I think Swampy's on there. I don't think it's just Dan. By the way, Dan Povenmire has a TikTok account and a YouTube channel where he reposts stuff from that TikTok account. Damn it. Yeah, and now that there is, like 2 more seasons of Phineas and Ferb. I don't know how long the seasons are. I hope they're as long as, like, the original, like, 4 seasons. Because some people, I don't know, like... You know, Phineas and Ferb did straight up get a sequel called Milo Murphy's Law. Like, there are plenty of Doofenshmirtz cameos, you know, plenty of cameos from the original cast, but, like, it's basically a spiritual successor slash sequel to the original show. But now we're that, considering that the Candace movie did so well, they're actually doing a sequel. I mean, not a sequel, more seasons to the original show. And, so I'm thinking now might be the best time than ever to I think I want to rewatch the show to prepare for seasons 5 and 6. Because I remember being a kid and trying to like being obsessed with Perry the Platypus and trying to be a secret agent. Doobie doobie doo-ba, doobie doobie doo-ba, doobie doobie doo-ba. Now, I didn't watch much else on Disney Channel, but another one I did watch was Kick Butt Chowski. Yes, I'm serious. That is the actual name of the show. And it has aged horribly from what I remember. It was just so unadulterated late 2000s, early 2010s. It dates the show to hell and back. Like, there's an entire episode about getting like a million view hits or hits, I guess, because like for some reason whenever shows did these types of like get a million views on YouTube episodes, they couldn't say views, they had to say hits or something stupid like that. Because this was back during the viral video era. Channels didn't go viral, YouTube channels weren't really a thing. It was the viral video era. And I kind of miss it. You know, this was back when getting a million views on YouTube was an actual achievement. It's like, getting a million views on YouTube back then was like getting a billion views on YouTube now. And I remember they would have like, I remember they would have like shorts like of Kid Butchowski where like some of the characters would like narrate over the show highlights from the show Wipeout. Yes, I'm serious. I swear I'm not making this up. I swear I'm remembering correctly. Like this was real. We were so close. So, I think that might have been all the Disney Channel shows I watched. I feel like it was just Phineas and Ferb and Kick Butchowski. I mean, I think I did dabble into some of their live-action sitcoms a bit, like Ant Farm. I never watched Wizards of Waverly Place. I never watched Victorious. I never watched That's So Raven. I never watched, like, The Sweet Life on Deck. Yeah, and I never watched, like, The Sweet Life on Deck or, Oh, yeah, we did. I never watched The Sweet Life on Deck. I never watched The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Zach did not spell his name correctly. I'm sorry. The correct way to spell my name is with a H. Z-A-C-H, not Z-A-C-K. Like, it was always so fun seeing, like, because my name isn't really super common, but it's not uncommon either. Funny enough, you can, I have 16,000 points, or 16,000 Grisco points? Yeah, 16,000 Grisco points. Another interesting thing I was thinking, like, is, you know, like, but I think since that's all, like, the shows I watched on Disney Channel, like, notice how they're all animated. Except, like, that one time I dabbled into Ant Farm, which was live action, which was... Yeah, because Disney Channel used to have their own, like pop music radio station called Radio Disney. They used to have it on Sirius XM, yes. Like, I remember, like, having that in halfway through third grade. That's what made me start listening to music. And of course they would censor everything. Any reference to... It was basically like a less offensive version of Kids Bop. That's basically what Radio Disney was. A less offensive version of Kids Bop. Which I also listened to. And now I remember how bad that... I distinctly remember how utterly horrible those songs were. Those covers were dog shit. Those covers were massive dog shit. I don't fucking know. At this point, I don't fucking know who's better. I wish I was playing with Kingsman and their randoms. Because they were the one who got me to, like, 195. Because what I was saying about, like, Radio Disney, they would, like, have, like, music videos on there sometimes, like it's MTV or something. Because I remember they actually did used to play, like, Oh, I know another live-action, like, Disney Channel show I used to watch. Dog with a Blog. It's the dumbest show ever. It was the dumbest Disney Channel sitcom out there. Like, it's like your normal talking dog show, but the dog is terminally online. I know it's based off of the whole saying, like, on the internet, no one knows you're a dog. I know that's what the whole show's premise is based on. But, like, the show is so stupid. It's, like, so dumb. Well, granted, we're actually, like, the stream's almost over, so I may want to wrap up, like, talking about my childhood shows before I call it quits today. Oh, hey, get away, get away, get away. Now that I'm done talking about, like, Disney Channel and all my childhood shows there, let's talk about not Cartoon Network or Live Action Network, because that's what it was at the time. And there was Boomerang. Like, Boomerang basically used to be where old Cartoon Network shows went to die, where they would just endlessly have reruns of old Cartoon Network's shows, or just old cartoons in general, dating back to, like, the 50s and 60s. That's where I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo.
Like, zoink, Scoob, I'm high as hell!
I can't do a Shaggy voice. Like, I watched both the original show, like, Cartoon Network at the time, speaking of Scooby-Doo, had Mystery Incorporated, the third major Scooby-Doo reboot. I mean, technically the second major Scooby-Doo reboot, this is the third major version of Scooby-Doo. It was a pretty new show when I first started watching it. Like, it basically just came out. And unlike the previous Scooby-Doos, it was much more serious and had an overarching story. Because, like, the 2000s reboot with, like, Simple Plan doing the theme song, What's New Scooby-Doo, you know, that classic. With all, like, it would basically, because, like, how, the original version, some of the later episodes, some episodes had, like 60s and 70s pop playing. Whereas, during certain chase sequences. Whereas, What's New Scooby-Doo had, 2000s rock playing. 2000s pop rock. You know, like Green Day, Blink-182, you know, all that stuff. Yeah. And Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated was pretty interesting. Like, it was much more mature and stuff. Like, it was weird. And then the next Scooby-Doo reboot that had What's Cool Scooby-Doo was like if the Family Guy team made Scooby-Doo. It was horrible. It was long. This wasn't really a childhood show, but like, it was much later. Because I remember this was around the time my family got a DVR. Because, like, the early 2010s was DVR stuff. So I think, actually, before I end the stream, I want to finish talking about this. Because, you know, I'm having fun. I think I want to go do one more match where I finish talking about all my childhood shows on Cartoon Network. I'm going to do one more match, and then I'm going to end the stream. Because, look, I'm about to get Trumpet. Look, I'm about to get Trumpet. So, like, another new show around the time I started watching that was The Amazing World of Gumball. I was there for the premiere. Yeah. The Amazing World of Gumball. It was like, The Amazing World of Gumball? Yeah, I remember I used to play all, like, the Cartoon Network Flash games and mobile games back in the day. Like, but I'm not going to talk about those. I want to talk about the show, considering I only have one more match before I'm going to end the stream, just to finish talking about this stuff. Another one I used to watch, and well, the reason I watched this show instead of like actually just watching the Star Wars movies is because I hated live action back then. So like an animated Star Wars show, which it was 2008 Clone Wars. It wasn't 2003 Clone Wars because you know that was like a micro series and didn't last very long. Like I stopped watching the show around like season 3, the end of season 3, because I remember like them building up to the season 3 finale where like Ahsoka gets trapped on a Trandoshan planet and the Wookiees have to come save them. Also, here's the thing about some of my old cartoon shows. I remember a lot of their voices being much deeper. Like Phineas and Ferb's voices being much deeper, especially Phineas. I remember Ahsoka and Anakin's voice being much deeper. Like Ahsoka, I remember Ahsoka basically sounding like an adult. And Anakin having a pretty deep, not like bass voice, not a tenor voice like Matt Lanter's Anakin usually does. I ended up rewatching the show when Disney made the 7th season. That's when I had my temporary run-in with being a Star Wars fan. That was a mistake. I was originally going to get into Star Wars for The Rise of Skywalker. That would have been an even bigger mistake, because that movie sucked! Another Cartoon Network show I used to watch a lot was, Regular Show. Oh, Regular Show. And, like, Regular Show, amazing. Like, it was basically the closest thing, one of the closest thing you get to an Adult Swim show on regular Cartoon Network. Because, like, it was pretty good. Like, a lot of people don't really like the later seasons. I understand why. Because they really destroyed the basic premise of the show. I understand why. Especially because of how they murdered Mordecai's character. Like, Mordecai straight up regressed in some of the later seasons to being a pretty disgusting simp, like. Another one I used to watch a lot of was Adventure Time. Finn also got a similar treatment to Mordecai, neutering his character, becoming straight up abusive in some ways. Yeah, that's the one a lot of people got up in arms around the finale when it was finally confirmed that Princess Bubblegum and Marceline were lesbian. Splatoon fans are no stranger to headcanon lesbians. Why can't women be gay? I don't know where he was. He probably doesn't really care, because I don't even know why he watches me. He usually denigrates my content and says it's bad. So, like, I don't know why he watches me. Is it because I interact with him more, like, unlike other streamers? I mean, he did. One thing I wonder is, where was Frankie? I mean, I know it's been a while since maybe Frankie watched my potentially leaving explicit my serious videos, and got the wrong message. Some other childhood shows I watched were Annoying Orange on YouTube, and I feel like that show is why I'm still pretty partial to puns. Because, like, as the show went on, like, Annoying Orange became less funny and more annoying. Like, the reason why I'm talking about him now is because he actually did have a show on Cartoon Network. I'm serious. He had a show on Cartoon Network. Annoying Orange had a TV show on Cartoon Network. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was I hope me saying that Annoying Orange had a show on Cartoon Network makes your spine chill. Armageddon. No trumpet! The last major cartoons I grew up with as a kid were object shows on YouTube. As well as, like, other Let's Plays, you know, Algai Kosafwan, you know, pretty much all the stuff a lot of kids my age watched at the time. It was still pretty bad brain rot in a lot of ways. In some ways worse than what Gen Alpha's watching, but... No, yeah, it was brain rot. It was pretty bad brain rot. Well, that's the end. I guess me talking about my childhood shows got like an extra match out of everyone. But I'm talking about my childhood shows so fun. Yeah, I know you're coy. My name is Zacatech12. Goodbye, everyone.